President yesterday. Our business editor Stephen Cowell now joins me on set for more analysis on this. Stephen, amid all the other issues, the president did obviously concentrate on his economic policies. What did you have to say?
Yeah, it's the part that everyone forgot, I think, in Francois Hollande's press conference. He was unveiling the details of what he's called his Responsibility Pact. This is a deal with businesses to try to get them to create more jobs. He'd mentioned it first in his New Year's address, and we got more details of what he's proposing during this press conference yesterday. The main headline is a reduction of 30 billion euros in the social charges paid by employers. These are sort of a payroll tax paid by the companies, not the employees, which go into the social insurance fund. These reductions announced will be represent a saving of 5.4% for most employers on their wage bill. For example, on a salary of 26,000 euros, that will save companies over 1,300 euros. Now, the president also said that he would be trying to simplify the taxes and regulations that apply to businesses in order to make their life easier. This is a common bone of contention that French businesses have. In exchange, he wants them to commit to creating jobs, but he hasn't given too many details about exactly how he plans to enforce that. Now, the unions have called this a gift to employers, saying Francois Hollande hasn't asked for enough in return. Let's listen now to the reaction of the head of the Small Business Association here in France.
The president wanted to show that companies play a central role in job creation and growth, and he sided with policies that focus on supply.
For more on this, let's go to London and speak to Adrien Cohen, who's a trader at ETX Capital. Adrien, thank you for joining us. It's been said by many commentators that the French economy is the sick man of Europe. Will these sort of reforms help the perception of France abroad?
Yeah, exactly. I think this measure is a response to the market analysis, which was published 10 days ago, which highlight the fact that the unemployment rate for France was getting higher and higher. So hopefully this measure will help definitely to start again to hype some people, especially the young people. Young people has been the main point of focus for the French president.
And what about, do you think these sort of reforms are going to help more companies want to invest in France? Is it going to promote a flurry of investment in the French stock exchange?
Well, it's not a secret that the tax for the company in France is getting higher and higher. So the fact that small company can save on tax, and counterparty they have to hire some new people, so they could produce a bit more as well. So yes, it's definitely a help. Then how the measure could be done, that's the question. But it's definitely an help.
OK, and what about, this, of course, press conference took place as the markets were closing yesterday. Have we seen any market reaction this morning? Any French businesses soaring as a result of this reform announced by Francois Hollande?
To be honest, I'm not sure this announcement will have a huge impact on the market. It still needs to be voted, and it's still France, so France is just a small part of Europe. The French market and the Euro market is more based on the global Europe and Germany.
OK, so we won't expect any enormous bonus on the stock exchange today as a result of these announcements. Adrien Cohen at ETX Capital in London, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, take us through the rest of the markets then. Yeah,
well, it's been a broadly positive start to the trading day here in Europe. In Germany, new figures showing the economy there, excuse me, grew by 0.4% in 2013, slightly less than had been expected. I'll get there in the end, excuse me. In London, Burberry opened down over 1% after posting a 14% rise in sales in the pre-Christmas period. But a warning from the company that it's been hit by exchange rate changes has driven their shares into the red in trading this morning. As you can see, as Adrien was just telling us, the Paris CAC 40 opened up just slightly after those announcements, so no great share market reaction to what he was announcing. Over in Asia, strong figures on retail sales in the United States helped most of the markets into the green. The Nikkei was up about 2.5% after heavy losses on Tuesday. Just the Shanghai Composite there in the red. That over concerns that new share offerings, which we're expecting, may have a negative impact on prices.
All right, Stephen, thanks very much for that business update. We're going to take a look at what's grabbing headlines around the world now, and for that I'm joined on set by Francois Milo.
Hi.